everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a health update. I'm almost 1 year post-op now from my APR surgery, and I've had a few questions about it, so I thought I would just film an update. Like I said, I had my APR surgery last January, so we're coming up on 1 year. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link a video to it down below. It's quite the extensive surgery, and so I was very nervous about it going in. And I think I filmed one update after I had that surgery, and then you didn't hear anything ever since. And that's really because I healed really well. I am feeling very fortunate for how well I healed, how quickly I healed. I would say probably by about the 3 or 4 month mark, my incision was pretty much fully closed. I definitely took things very slow, however. I did not sit for 6 weeks, which was kind of crazy. I didn't know how I was gonna handle that, what my days would look like, but I got through it. I mostly just kind of leaned on my side or stood when I could. I really tried to focus on walking as quickly as I could after I returned from the hospital. The first week was very tough. I didn't make it very far at all. I think maybe half a block in the beginning. But as each week went by, I was able to walk a little bit further and a little bit further. I wish I kept better records of exactly how my healing went, but I'm pretty sure by the 3 month mark is when I first started going back to the gym, in addition to the walking. Again, I was just really trying to strengthen my body, especially for laying down for so long and not being able to sit. So I started going to the gym just very gently and using mostly just an elliptical machine. But yeah, I would say by like the 3 or 4 month mark, things were pretty much healed. Like I said, I feel very grateful that I didn't have any complications, because this surgery, there's all sorts of complications that can happen. And of course, I had read lots of different stories of people's experiences with this, and I was prepared for if things did go a little bit sideways. But luckily, things were pretty straightforward. Even at the 3 and 4 month mark, I was still being very cautious. And I don't know how long that went on for, probably till at least 6-7 months, just being cautious about the way I sat or my movements, just being very conscious of where the surgery was located, not wanting to mess anything up, I guess. But even though the incision was closed, it just felt fragile. It's the best way I can describe it. The incision itself healed really, really nicely. It is flat, it is smooth for the most part. I do have a little bit of excess skin, but like nothing crazy at all. Honestly, I'm really, really happy with the way it healed. I even went swimming this summer. Everything was fine. I've been swimming ever since. Still going to the gym, even walking and running, and everything has been okay. I haven't tried riding a bike or anything like that yet, mostly because I just don't typically bike ride. But yeah, I'll want to try that out at some point, because I feel like that might be a little bit uncomfortable, but honestly, things have healed really well. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to post this update as a success story. I know there's a lot of scary stories out there, and if you're heading into this surgery, I know it's very, very stressful, and so I thought it would be good to hear a positive story of a relatively smooth recovery. It is a lengthier recovery, I will say that, but at every point I felt like it was manageable. You just have to just go into it knowing that it's going to be a long recovery. Then while I'm on this topic, I thought I'd also talk about my ileostomy. So I had my surgery in May 2024. So it's been about 1.5 years since my ileostomy was created, and everything has been going great. In the beginning there, when I was still living in Nicaragua and didn't have the right supplies and things were still healing, it was incredibly stressful. I had leaks all the time. Yeah, it was not fun in the beginning, but once I returned to Canada and I met with an ostomy nurse and found the supplies that worked well for me, everything has been going smoothly. I'm so, so grateful. As far as having the ileostomy and how I feel about it, quite honestly, I wish I had done it years ago. For me, I know everybody's different, but for me and my personal health journey, this ileostomy has completely changed my life in so many ways. I mean, obviously I'm not dealing with ulcerative colitis flare-ups. I'm not dealing with any pain. I'm not dealing with any urgency issues or bathroom issues. I'm just living my life. And I've never really experienced that because I've been in pain since I was 10 years old or even before that. And it took me a long time to get diagnosed. So yeah, I'm just very, very grateful for every single day. I'm definitely not taking it for granted. I still can't believe that I can wake up day after day, not in pain, and just live a normal life. It's still crazy to me because of all the years that it wasn't that way. And the bag itself is not a big issue, to me at least. It lays flat the majority of the day, so like it just hides in my clothes. It's absolutely flat. If I'm swimming, same thing. I'm pretty regimented as far as when I eat, so I know when it's more likely to fill up, and I kind of adjust for that. I haven't really had any issues with that. And then as far as bag changes, I'm lucky enough to only need to do a full bag change once a week. Again, in the beginning, that was not the case. It was happening every day, all day, multiple times a day. But now I'm at the point where the full unit, the flange and the bag is just once a week. And then the bag itself, I change more often than that, sometimes every day, sometimes every other day. And that's mainly because there's a filter on the bag. And I find that, at least with the appliances I'm using, that filter only lasts a short while before it stops working. I wish somebody could come up with the technology that would make good ostomy filters that could last a lot longer and basically let the gas exchange happen, because once that filter's blocked, then that bag fills up more frequently, and especially during the night with like gases. And I find it harder to sleep that way. So I just switch out the bag, but keep the flange on. I could do a whole nother video like on specific ileostomy content, but I don't know how many of you follow me for that. So I just kind of wanted to give you a high level. I am doing well. I am super happy with how both my surgeries went. I am super happy with having the ileostomy now, and I wouldn't change a thing. As far as medications, I am not on any medications, which is absolutely wonderful. I do get IVs from time to time. I'm anemic, so I get iron infusions, and those have been helping tremendously. And then I've also been getting the Myers cocktail infusion, which is essentially a mix of vitamins and minerals and things that my body has a harder time absorbing, and those also really help boost my energy. And then food-wise, I've been doing better. In the beginning, and for a long time, I was very scared of what I ate. There still is some of that fear, I won't lie, just because the risk of a blockage to my stoma is a very scary thought. I just, I want to avoid that at all costs if possible. I know it's more of a risk in the beginning than it is the longer that you've had it, but I'm still pretty cautious about like seeds or skins or certain raw vegetables, mushrooms, things like that. There's a long list of different foods that could potentially cause a blockage. Corn, for example. I feel like I've become more brave in what I'm eating, but I'm still avoiding the main culprits that can cause a blockage. At some point, I might branch out and try some foods that are higher risk and just chew them really well. I know there are many people out there that can eat these foods and be absolutely fine, but there are so many more people that do have issues with these. And at this point, I'm just happy as is. I'm a creature of habit. I like eating similar foods, and I'm just happy kind of keeping it that way for right now. Anyways, I think that's it for my update. If you have any specific questions, absolutely feel free to let me know, but I just wanted to put it out there that I'm doing well. Despite having 2 major surgeries, my life is actually considerably better than it was before, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I don't know when I'll do another update again. I actually still have no idea what this channel is. I know right now I'm really enjoying filming hair content because I enjoy it. It's a passion of mine. I love trying new wigs and hair toppers and things like that. So I will probably continue to do some of those as they come through. But other than that, I have no idea what I'm doing on this channel, just being transparent. So we'll see where life takes me, I guess. Anyways, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.